क्या आप अपना करियर आईटी सेक्टर में बनाना चाहते हैं? क्या आप टॉप आईटी एमएनसीज में जॉब कर रहे हैं बट सैलरी मार्केट स्टैंडर्ड की नहीं मिल रही है? तो पेश है क्लाउड डेवऑप्स हब ट्रेनिंग एंड प्लेसमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट, एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म जहां हम देंगे आपको A to Z कंप्लीट आईटी डेवलपमेंट प्लस ऑपरेशंस प्लस 100% प्लेसमेंट असिस्टेंस प्रोफेशनल्स आईटी एक्सपर्ट्स के द्वारा जो कि 15 प्लस इयर्स एक्सपीरियंस्ड है। यहाँ पर आपको रियल आईटी कंपनी का नॉलेज मिलेगा, प्राइमरीली ऑन AWS क्लाउड एंड टॉप 10 DevOps टूल्स और क्लाउड प्रोफाइल में बिना कोडिंग के, जिसकी फ्यूचर और मार्केट में बहुत डिमांड और सैलरी है, जो आपको बेस्ट आईटी कंपनी में बेस्ट प्रोफाइल में अपना करियर बनाने में मदद करेगा और जहां आपको मिलेगा 24/7 कम्युनिटी सपोर्ट बाय 50,000 प्लस प्रोफेशनल्स इंस्ट्रक्टर, लाइव LED ट्रेनिंग के साथ लाइफ टाइम एक्सेस टू क्लास ट्रेनिंग रिकॉर्डिंग्स, डॉक्यूमेंट्स विथ लाइव प्रोजेक्ट टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स फॉर DevOps एक्टिविटी, ट्रेनिंग सर्टिफिकेशन, इंटरव्यू प्रेपरेशन एंड रिज्यूम मेकिंग। आप हमारी वेबसाइट www.clouddevopshub.com पर जाकर न्यू बैचेस की इंफॉर्मेशन भी ले सकते हैं और साथ ही लाइव ऑनलाइन डे वाइज डिटेल्ड सिलेबस भी चेक कर सकते हैं, जिसमें आप हमारे कोर्स के सारे मॉडल्स की डिटेल्ड इंफॉर्मेशन चेक कर सकते हैं कि आपको कौन सा मॉडल किस डेट को पढ़ाया जाएगा। इतना ही नहीं, आप हमारे YouTube चैनल @CloudDevopsHub पर जाकर सक्सेस स्टोरीज, स्टूडेंट्स टॉक्स, डे वाइज लाइव सेशंस, रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स के वीडियोस भी देख सकते हैं। हमारे इंस्टीट्यूट से पढ़े हुए स्टूडेंट्स मल्टीपल ऑफर्स लेकर आज टॉप मोस्ट आईटी कंपनीज में अच्छे पैकेजेस में जॉब कर रहे हैं। सो व्हाट आर यू वेटिंग फॉर? अपने करियर को एक नई पहचान देने के लिए आज ही क्लाउड डेवऑप्स हब पर रजिस्टर करें। क्लाउड डेवऑप्स हब, visit www.clouddevopshub.com. WhatsApp 9993445100.
Hello everyone and good morning and welcome. It's a day 3 as per our agenda for the Cloud and DevOps training. This is our syllabus, and in the syllabus, the day 1 things we have already covered up everything. Guys, are you agree? Just confirm me. Is all thing we have discussed in the day 1? Yes, no, please. I'm not.
Yes, it's covered. That normally, everything is covered.
Everything is covered, right? Each and every keyword, okay, is covered.
Yes.
Okay. In the day 2, server and database, cloud virtualization. Okay, cloud virtualization is pending. Introduction to public cloud, private cloud is pending. Okay. Yes, some things are pending into the day 2. First, we will complete the day 2 session, and then we will move into the day 3. Okay, cool. This is our day 2 PPT. Okay. I'm just opening in a full screen. I hope my voice and video is very clear as well as my screen is visible. All good?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool. Any question with this? I hope it has to be very clear what exactly we are going to do. What's our agenda? Please, yes, no. Be active. It's interactive sessions. Okay, it's not like a YouTube video.
Sure, Vikash.
Cool. As I am again repeating, if you are interested to join our community, here is the community barcode. Okay, this is the community primarily for the WhatsApp for our announcements. Okay, this announcements related to the any of the opening, any of the what we can say, any of the new batches, any of the new article, interesting articles, all these things we are primarily sharing on our WhatsApp community. And we have a community on the Facebook as well, where 53,000 members are there. 53,000 members are there. You are interested, you can join our Facebook as well as on our WhatsApp community as well. Cool. Yep. Before going into that, yesterday we have did the example, or we have created a scenario. In that we have created the website. You understood that part? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Everyone.
Yes.
If I will give the code to you or resources to you, you can also create it.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone. I need
Yes.
everyone. Yes, it has to be done by everyone. Okay. I will, when we will create an account, I will share these details as well. You have to create it by own as well. Then you will get a confident. Okay. At this point, you are not very much confident, I feel. Correct. So you also have to do it. Whatever I'm doing it in front of you guys, you also have to do the same thing. Okay, cool. And just let me tell you again, where is our recording? Okay, because some students are still asking, where is the recording? Can you help me out? Where exactly the recording will be available? You have to come to my website. There is an option here, Batch-29 playlist. And if you will go here, this is a playlist where all the recordings will be available in this primary place for the Batch-29. Okay, day 1, day 20, day 1 and day 2 is available already here. Cool. This part we have already discussed. If any issue happen, if any equipment failure, communication failure, power outage, network outage, any of the issue happen into the data center, there is a only solution. You have to run to the data center and then troubleshoot it, and then you have to check it, and then you can fix it. So in the data center, this is the primary problem which a small or middle level organizations are facing it, that someone or multiple teams has to be available 24/7 near to the data center. Okay, and this is a very cost related thing. That's why they are the companies are avoiding the data centers to create in for their own infra. Okay, so the problem is primarily if any issue happen, you have to run and you have to go and then troubleshoot it, and then fixing is the secondary part. Cool. And yesterday I committed something that we will do. We will upgrade our machine. Let me open my yesterday sheet. Here is the yesterday sheet, and we have created this machine, okay, which has a 2 CPU and 4 GB RAM. And we were discussing that I will teach you how we can upgrade the thing, okay, that we haven't did yesterday. So today I will do in front of you guys. Okay, cool. This is the part which it is pending, which we will do it today. Cool. Let's go here and let's come to the primary topic. The primary intention topic is today's is cloud. When we are discussing about the cloud, okay, cloud refers to the servers that are accessed over the internet. Means this is a cloud. We are calling this as a cloud because this is remotely available, which is virtually available, and some resources are available here. With the help of internet connection, we are accessing it. That's why we are calling this as a cloud. Okay, let me go more deeper into it. Means software application database running in this servers. Yes, in this place, software databases, application services are running into this place. Yes, that is known as cloud. When I'm talking about the cloud, that is located in the data center over the world, around the world. Okay, it can be available anywhere. If I'm talking about this, means I'm talking about the server. It can be available anywhere. Okay, by using the cloud computing technology, users and companies don't have to manage the physical server. With the help of cloud computing, now I'm introducing new word, cloud computing. With the help of cloud computing technology, users, company, organization don't have to manage the physical infra or physical servers by own. They can use companies, users can use someone else server machine, that is known as cloud technology. That can be achieved with the help of virtualization. Means with the help of virtualization, we can access someone else machine, someone else server, someone else data center. Okay, I will show everything. In short, we are accessing the computing resources which are hosted remotely available with the help of internet. That is known as cloud. Good? Understandable?
Yes.
Yes,
Vikas.
Exactly.
Okay. Cool. Good. When I'm talking about the cloud, now I have to talk about some more things that are cloud providers. Okay. We are using their services. There are multiple cloud providers are available. We are using their services. Which cloud providers? Google Cloud, Azure, Salesforce, Amazon, IBM, Alibaba, lot of things. We are using their services. These are the cloud provider. They are providing their services. That is known as cloud computing. Okay. If I will open again our AWS account or our Google Cloud account. Okay. This is our AWS account. When I'm talking about this AWS account, let it get logged in. Okay, I'm logging in. At this point, I'm in AWS, means I'm using the AWS provider, AWS service provider, and it is providing all these services. If I'm using these services, means I'm taking the help of cloud computing and I'm accessing it. Okay, that is known as cloud computing. Cool. When I'm talking about the cloud computing, there are varieties of cloud as well as varieties of deployment model available into the cloud. When I'm talking about the types of cloud, there are multiple types of cloud, that is public cloud, private cloud, community cloud, and hybrid cloud. Let's start with a very straightforward public. It's publicly available. Publicly available means you can also host your services. You can also take the services from this cloud, or you can also host your resources into this place. That is known as public. Publicly available. When I'm talking about the privately available, only you can access it, or wherever you will manage it, you will provide the access, they can only access it. That this is the very common cloud which has to be used by every organization. Every organization is using the private cloud. I'm talking about the VPC, virtual private cloud. Yes, this is the cloud which has a full control of yours. Okay, you can do any modification, whatever you want, we can do it. It can be very, very flexible because the network, the security part has been decided by you. The basic security will be provided by the provider, but you can manage everything. You have the full control, what changes you want to do it, what implementation, what network, what security, what firewall, what services you want to use it. You can allow, you can disallow the traffic, users, everything you can manage. That is known as private. When I'm talking about the public, publicly anyone can available, who has the right access, they can access it, they can create the resources. Okay, this is called sharing cloud, or this is called private cloud. When I'm talking about the community cloud, this is the good example for the sharing. Okay, means multiple organization, 2 or 3 organization can decide that we need a cloud. Our mission is same. We will follow the same restriction, same network. That is known as community cloud. Means multiple different communities or group of organization can create a cloud with the same resources. That is known as community cloud. Means it's a sharing which has a same mission, same network, same rules and regulation they are following. That is known as community. Okay, collaborative infrastructure we can call. This is known as community cloud. There is another variety of cloud is available, that is hybrid cloud. When I'm talking about the hybrid cloud, okay, it can be one as a public, one as a private. Okay, one as a AWS, one as a GCP, one as a AWS, one as a Azure. 2 varieties of cloud. It can be from this, it can be from different provider. That is known as hybrid cloud. It makes sense? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. When I'm talking about the hybrid cloud, our course is based on hybrid cloud. Some part of primarily top 10 AWS services, we will learn from the AWS. Some part we will learn from the Google Cloud as well. Okay. Nowadays, companies are making the private cloud, but they are making on a different provider. The reason is why they are choosing the different providers or 2 different cloud, because they feel, they are observing that something is better in another cloud, okay, which they are using. And if something is better, They are doing the migration, but they are not making the full migration because something is very good in AWS, something is very good in Azure. So that's why they are making the hybrid cloud. Something is very good in AWS, something is very good in Google Cloud. So their infra is a hybrid cloud. They are looking for the hybrid cloud engineers. It makes sense? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Others, please.
Sir, can
Yes,
you
yes.
give any hybrid cloud example?
What is the hybrid cloud example? One is public cloud, one is private cloud. If you are using two different varieties of cloud, that is hybrid cloud. Let's assume I created my application. Some resources I created on AWS, some resources I created on the Google Cloud. So my infra is a hybrid cloud infra. It makes sense, Geeta?
Yes, sir.
Any question, feel free to ask, please. No need to hesitate. Yes, no, please. All good?
Can we have like
Yep.
same
Example
provider?
for public cloud.
Guys, raise your hand, then start talking, please. Yes. Yeah, Vamsi, go ahead.
Example for public cloud.
Example for public. Primarily, all the clouds are public cloud. Okay, if you will create a network over that, our own network, that is a private cloud. Let's take a simple example. There is a hostel. Okay, in the hostel, there is some public room where anyone can go, anyone can come. There is a private room where only you can come. You can put your own lock as well. Community cloud where 4 or 5 different members are staying in the same room. That is a community room. There is a hybrid room where AC is also there, non-AC is also there. It makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Or you can access some other resources also. Some part will be a private, some part can be public. That can be a hybrid cloud. It can be a weird example I'm giving. It can be a 1 PHK where one room is a private and one hall that is a public. So we can call as a hybrid cloud or hybrid room. Vamsi, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, can we have like same provider and we can have like private and public from the same provider?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, yes. We can do it. That is also a hybrid cloud. Please feel free to ask any question. I'm okay. I'm open for that. Yes, no, all good.
Yeah, fine.
Let me continue. Okay. You just have to remember private cloud is the primarily cloud used in every organization. We will create a private cloud in some couple of days, and we will create all the resources, services into this cloud. Okay. We will create a private cloud into the AWS. We will create around 10-15 resources into the AWS into our private cloud. With the help of IAM, we will manage the access. With the help of networking, we will manage the networkings. In the networking, route tables will come, IG will come, internet gateways will come, okay, IP tables will come, networks will come, subnets will come. That all things we will learn into the private cloud primarily because this is the cloud has to be used by you, has to be used by your company. Okay, cool. Some more definition related to the public cloud. If you want to read it, feel free to read all these things. Some more definition related to the private cloud, which we have already discussed, that is available into this as a definition. Hybrid cloud, it can be private cloud, public cloud, it can be different cloud as well. Both are fine. Okay. Let's come to the benefit of the cloud computing or cloud. Can you guys give me some example or some benefits of the cloud, please? One by one, please. Raise your hand and give me the answer, please.
High availability.
Yes, it's a high availability. Can you prove it? Why it's high availability? Why you are calling that, please?
If any wherever it is fails, some other source will came up.
If any one data center get failed, it can be accessible from the another data center. That is known as high availability. If let us assume you are creating two multiple resources in the same data center, if one resource goes down, the application can be accessed with the another resources that is known as high availability. Yes, we can achieve high availability in the cloud into the data centers as well. Cool, very good answer. Anything else?
It's means it take a hourly basis.
It take hourly basis. Okay, pay as you go model, right? How
Yes.
much you are using it, you have to pay accordingly. You don't have to early investment. You don't have to do any pre-investment. You don't have to pay if you are using it for a month. If you are using for 1 hour, 1 minute, you have to pay the rent for the only 1 minute. Very good. Yes. What else?
Zero maintenance.
Zero maintenance. In place of that, I can say that no maintenance cost, because maintenance cost is already included in your rent. We are paying the rent, so we don't have to maintain the maintenance. They will take care of that part. Okay. Yes.
Easily accessible from anywhere from the world.
Easily accessible. Yes, it is easily accessible. Yes, here is the place. You can choose any of the data center as per your requirement. And yes, I can say that, yes, it's easily accessible. Okay.
Scalable, easily.
Scalable. Yes. Let's assume yesterday you created a website, or you created a server of 2 CPU, 4 GB RAM. Tomorrow your requirement or your customer get increased. You want to increase it to some other resources like 4 CPU and 8 GB RAM. Yes, you can scalable. I will teach this also into the today's class. No worries. Yep. Go ahead, please. Give the answer. If it's a wrong also, I will correct it. If it's an incomplete answer, I will complete it. Yes.
Sir,
No hardware required.
There is no need to.
Abhijit, your internet is not good. Please fix your internet. Yes.
cost saving, sir, cost saving.
Cost saving. Yes, we can say that no early investment, upfront investment is not required. We can save the cost in the investment part. Yes. But at the end, you have to pay the rent. That is equivalent. Okay. Cool.
Less manpower and
Yes. Very good.
less hardware also not required much.
Correct. Minimum manpower. Okay. Minimum manpower. We can maintain the complete data center. I am the single person. Let us assume I am the single person. I can maintain multiple data centers from the single place. Right. So less manpower. Otherwise, what will happen? 10% I need for Virginia, 10% for California, 10% for my different data center. But here from the single place, I can maintain all the data centers. Yes. Good answer. What else?
Quality control.
Quality control. Yes, everything is tested. All the applications are passed into the QA. All good. That's why it's coming into the production. Okay. Okay. Answer. Let me add some more things. Low cost of ownership. Okay. Low cost of ownership means you don't have to pay any upfront thing, but you will be the owner for that. Okay. You are because you are paying the rent. So you are owning that server and you can use it as per your requirement. Okay. Always up. It is running into the multiple data centers. They have a responsibility. They will keep the cloud or cloud resources always up for you. Easily upgradable. If your requirement got increase, you can easily upgrade as per just some clicks, and you can easily upgrade your resources. Okay. Productive anywhere. Yes, it will be available anywhere. You can see here, you can choose any of the data center as per your requirement, so that I am calling it can be available anywhere. Okay. No maintenance cost. You don't have to much worry about the maintenance cost, because that has been already included when we start taking the resources. When we start taking paying the rent, it is already included into that. The biggest point or the greatest point is here. Can anyone explain me what is this? What is this? Disaster assistance.
Disaster recovery is something. If something happens,
Yep, correct.
disaster, so that time we can prevent, because if on-premises data center there, so this will be affected, but it is already in virtual world cloud. So that's why we can protect it maybe.
I agree. See, this is a situation for the disaster. Okay, the flood came. Now, who is responsible? Who will fix this part? If it's in your data center, you are the only responsible person to fix it, right? And it's not easy to move from one place to another, that you will bring all your data centers and moving into the another city. No. When this type of situation came in the data center, into the cloud provider, they have a multiple data centers. Okay, you can see here, they have a multiple data centers. They can very easily move your resources from one environment to another environment. This type of assistance, okay, any type of assistance to fix your problems, they can provide it to you. This is the biggest benefit. They have the experts to do this activity. If let's assume in our company, we will find it, this type of situation come 3 times, what we can say, in a 5 years, 1 or 2 times this type of situation came, right? Our engineers may not be that much expert to perform all this activity, right? But they may face that problem multiple times. They are doing the trainings, they are making the practice. If any issue happen, how they can make the things quicker. So they have the expert, and this is the biggest benefit we will get it. Agree with my point? All okay with the benefit of the cloud?
Yes.
Now I need a disadvantage. These are the benefits. Can you give me some disadvantages of the cloud as well? At least 1 or 2, please. Yes,
Tough
Amsi.
to move away from.
We have to.
Tough to move away from the cloud. I mean, like sometimes, like, or shift from different cloud.
No, it's not tough nowadays. It's a very easy. Migration processes are there. We can follow the migration process and we can move it. But yeah, if we will take it something, we will be stuck into that place. Okay, and it will take couple of months or couple of years to move from one cloud to another. I agree. Chalo. Okay, what else? Some more, please.
Suppose some instances C2.micro, they are saying for free, but up to 750 hours that will be charged. If we forget to terminate these instances, it will take charge some service.
Okay. Saurabh is telling in the free tier, if you forgot it, they will charge it. Yes, that is agree. Okay. Because you are taking the things on a rent. If you forgot it, it's your mistake, right? But you have taken the things on a rent. If you're not using it, you have to close it, or you have to shut down that, or you have to delete it. If you take, I'm giving a simple example. If you're taking a room on a rent somewhere, the owner will always ask the rent until unless you will empty the resources. Yes or no? Same.
Yes, sir.
If you are taking the resources, you have to pay the rent. That is pretty obvious. Okay, and I can consider as a disadvantage also if we forgot it. Yes, this can be a disadvantage. Okay, cool. I agree with your point. Anything else you want to edit?
Without internet, it will not work.
Yes, without internet, it will not work. Internet is very mandatory. Okay, but this is not a disadvantage. This is pretty obvious. Okay, chalo, cool. When I'm talking about the cloud architecture, okay, it look like this. There is a front end, there is a back end. In the back end, all the resources are available. Front end can be your laptop, front end can be a mobile phone, front end can be any of the device who has a internet connectivity or write access. From the front end, you can connect to the back end. Means from the front end, this all devices, you can connect to the resources. If you will understand this, yes, this is my front end, this is my front end, and back end is my Mumbai data center where I am accessing all these resources. Okay, and who is in between? There is a console in between, or there is an internet. Yes, console, which can be accessible on the front end. If you have a right access with the proper internet connectivity, you can access the cloud infra. Okay, this is the very simplest cloud architecture I can say. Okay, just for your understanding, no one will ask any question, just for your understanding. Okay, in the backend, some virtual machine, security system, databases, servers will be available. Front end can be your application, front end can be your console, front end can be any of the application who has the right access can reach out to the cloud. Okay, when I'm talking about the cloud computing, two things are there. There is a deployment model, there is a service model. Deployment model, multiple varieties of cloud. You are very clear. There is a service model, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, which we have discussed some part in the yesterday's class already. Okay, cool. Let's come to the cloud computing. What exactly the cloud computing? Cloud computing is a combination of service model as well as deployment model. When I'm talking about the cloud computing, that you are aware about the cloud computing, you have to be aware about this all things. Then you will call as a, you are aware about the cloud computing. Okay, deployment model as well as the service model. Okay, cloud computing is a model for enabling on-demand network as per your requirement network, servers, storage, application, and services. As per your requirement, you are using it from some provider that is known as cloud computing. Okay, leave it. Okay, let's come to the another thing. When I'm talking about the cloud computing, how cloud computing is possible, how you are using the cloud computing, it is possible because of the technology called virtualization. Something is available somewhere else. Okay, something, the services are available somewhere else. Somewhere means somewhere into the Mumbai. Because of the virtualization, these all things are accessible because of the virtualization. That's why cloud computing is possible. Agree with my point? Virtually available somewhere, not physically available with me, virtually available with someone. Okay, with the help of internet connectivity, I am accessing it. That is possible because of the cloud computing, or cloud computing is possible because of the virtualization. Agree? Very basic, simple concept. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Everyone,
Yes.
freshers are able to understand?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, cool. Okay, accessing someone's hardware virtually is known as virtualization. Still you are thinking what is virtualization? If you are accessing someone's else hardware virtually, that is known as virtualization. Someone's means here I'm talking about the AWS. Okay, AWS in the Mumbai data center, I'm accessing his EC2 virtual machine. Okay, means this machine is a virtual machine for me. Okay, cool. That is means I'm accessing someone else's machine. That is known as virtualization. This type of computer or this type of machine is known as virtual machine. Okay, EC2 is the example for the virtual machine. Okay, if any of the machine is here, with the help of virtualization, with the help of cloud computing, if I'm accessing this machine is physically available somewhere, but I'm accessing this machine virtually. That is known as virtual machine. Cool. All good? Till now you are aware about cloud computing. Till now you are aware about the virtual machine, virtualization definition. Okay. Yeah. Cool. This is the yesterday's example, which we have already did. I will not repeat it again. Watch the recording if you want. Okay, guys, if any question in this, I'm here. You can ask the question. Suchinda, I'm not getting your voice clearly. Anyone else? Guys, any question or all good? Just tell me good. If all good, just tell me good. We will
Good, sir.
Good?
Good.
Good, Vikas.
Cool.
So
Okay.
without Docker, we can't run the application in GCP or AWS.
You can run it, but you have to install it manually. Means you have to download the Nginx application. You have to configure it manually. Lot of time will be taken. If there is a DevOps tool, Docker is available, you can directly download the Nginx container and you can use it.
Okay.
Right? We will understand. No worries. Okay. No worries. Cool. Guys, any command you are not able to understand except fifth command. Leave it. Fifth is a big command. Any this command you are not able to understand, let me know. I will explain you right away, which we have already discussed yesterday.
I want to understand this first command for install Docker.
Okay, the step 3 you are talking, right?
Yes.
Anyone here who can give me the answer? What is sudo -i?
To access as a admin.
Switch to sudo user.
To move to the sudo user, to move to the root user. The reason is your user may not have the proper permission to perform any installation. That's why we have to become a root user to perform any of the installation operation related activity. This is the very first command. Second command, apt get update. If you want as a good practice, as a best practice, you must have to upgrade all your packages. That's why we are running the apt get upgrade command. Third command says that all good. Now I would like to install a Docker. Apt install. Apt is a repository available into the Linux. Okay, from there we are downloading the Docker and we are installing the Docker in our machine. Okay, after this is done, we are just verifying that Docker -version, which version of Docker has been installed for me. And yesterday we are aware that version 20 something like that came. The version 20.10 has been came when I run this command. Cool.
Yes, I got it now.
Thank you. Guys, feel free to ask the question. Okay, if you will ask the question, your doubts will get cleared.
Sometimes we are using APT, sometimes you are using APT get. What is the difference between?
Not sometime. Okay, if you are talking about the upgradation, then we are using the apt get command. If you want to install it, then you are explicitly write the keyword install.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. When I'm talking about this website, okay, it is a combination of virtual machine, operating system, Docker, Nginx, and website. 5 parts are there. At this point, I am calling that I took the infrastructure as a service from the provider, means I took the virtual machine and operating system from them. Yes. If they will provide the Docker and Nginx also to me, means they will provide the platform as a service to me. That time, I don't have to install, I don't have to manage Docker and Nginx. There are some services into the cloud where they are providing this software installation also for us. Okay. And if we will put the website also, or some website will be already there, then we can call as a SaaS. Okay. When I'm talking about this, I'm talking about SaaS is a service which can be directly usable. You don't have to do any effort. When you are taking the platform as a service, you have to build the thing as per your requirement. When you are talking about the IAAS, you are only taking the infra, you are building the things, you are putting your application, you are putting your website, everything you have to do it if you are taking as an infra with them. 3 varieties of cloud models are available in organization in the real time. Earlier, 2-3 years back, 5 years back, when they want to do everything by own, they are taking the infrastructure as a service. Okay, right now also 50% part is infrastructure as a service. 30% we are moving to the platform as a service as well, because we are the only DevOps engineer who will perform most of the activity. Okay, databases we are directly taking from the cloud and we are doing it, and we don't require a DBA team. Database administration team is not required. Database has to be used directly from the cloud, that is RDS, and you can only the DevOps engineers can directly maintain or manage that part. DBA team is finished, not required. Okay, because cloud has eaten that part. Some part like sending an email, sending an SMS. Earlier there is an email team, earlier there is a SMS team, earlier there was some monitoring team. That type of services we can directly use it. AWS has, or Google Cloud or cloud provider have their complete setup available. You just have to configure, you just have to give your email address, the SMS or emails will get set up. No SMTP setup will be required. SMTP, simple mail transfer protocols, is not required now. Okay, you can directly pay the rent, 1 rupee per email, and they can send an email to you. So directly services are available, platform as a services are available, infrastructure is available. You can develop as per your requirement. I can say 50% is still IAAS, 30% is still PAS, 20% is now moved toward the SaaS. SaaS very highly chargeable, PS less chargeable, infrastructure very less chargeable. Okay. Okay. Yes, no.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. When I'm talking about this, what we have to maintain it, what they will maintain it. If it's a traditional approach, if your own data center, everything you have to maintain, network, storage, servers, virtualization, everything you have to maintain. If you are taking from someone, delivered means the provider will maintain network, store. If you are taking the infrastructure service, provider will manage network, storage, servers, virtualization, operating, they will manage it. When they are, what we have to manage it, whatever is in blue, we have to manage it. When we are taking platform as a service, less thing, application and data we have to manage, the rest of the thing has to be managed by the provider itself. When we are taking as a SaaS service, we don't have to manage anything, just a small configuration, everything they will take care. Okay, single person can manage this thing as well. Means single DevOps engineer in a complete team if you are using software as a service. Okay, got it?
Yes.
Cool, good. Guys, I am giving some more theory points related to the SaaS, some more theory point related to the PaaS. This will be helpful for clearing the interviews. Okay, if any question came, you have to give the answer from this place. That's it. But we have already discussed. You don't have too much worry. Okay. When I'm talking about the cloud provider, because at this point, I'm talking about the cloud. I'm not discussing any AWS, Azure, nothing like that. I'm talking about the cloud. Already 68% of the market has been captured by AWS already, because companies' application are already running inside it. Okay, that's why we are encouraging, or you are seeing the lots of job for the AWS. Okay, that's a primary reason. Okay, and now you can see here 50% experiments are happening, 7% planning to use. Okay, planning to use is less, means in future after 10 years there is a cloud provider where we can say Google Cloud, where experiments are very high, people are experimenting this cloud, so there may be chances Google Cloud and Azure, Google Cloud and AWS, or it can be into the equivalent place. Okay, the reason is Kubernetes in the Google Cloud is very, very mature as compared to any of the cloud provider. So because of the Kubernetes, Google is doing lots of experiment, developing new features. We are adopting new features into the Kubernetes. That's why Google Cloud Kubernetes will be a future for everyone. At this point also, you will see 70-80% companies using the Kubernetes from the Google Cloud only. Agree with my point? Anyone here who want to defense? I'm ready here. Yes, no, please.
No, sir.
All good?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So what I want to say here, yes, market at this point is really available, very good for the Google, for the AWS. The reason is 60% applications are already running it. Okay. And Azure also, it's very, very good. Okay, where 58% are already moved. But here there is a reason. Here primarily .NET based applications they are focusing it, or Microsoft related applications only they are focusing it. Okay, if you have a .NET application or you are a .NET developer, Azure will be a good. If you are apart from .NET, the AWS and Google Cloud is the best. Okay, simple thing. Cool. When I'm talking about the different cloud providers, yes, all the services, whatever the services is available in AWS, everything is available in Google Cloud, everything is available in Azure, everything is available in Alibaba, everything is available in IBM Cloud, or every cloud. All these services are available. What is the difference? The difference in little bit into the UI and in the name, and small changes into the features. But backend is completely same. If I'm talking an example for the virtual machine, if I'm creating a Ubuntu virtual machine in AWS, Ubuntu virtual machine in Azure, Ubuntu virtual machine in Google Cloud, 100% same. There is no difference at all. There is a small UI difference will be there. That can be a simple English we can understand, and we can fix that part as well. Same as for other applications also. Primarily backend is always same. There is a small difference with the name or a small difference with the UI. It is a different. Rest everything is same. Yep. Yes, no.
Yes.
Cool. Anyone here who created the virtual machine in AWS or Azure earlier, and yesterday we created into the Google Cloud? Anyone here?
Into Azure, I have been created.
Okay, and you already know about Azure. Yesterday I created in the Google Cloud. Which one is easy? First tell me.
Since I have not gone through with Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and see, basically, based on my understanding, even I have worked.
No, we don't need one. Gautam, yesterday you have attended the yesterday's class or not?
Yes, yes.
Yes, then you are aware about how we can create, how we created the Google Cloud virtual machine.
Yes, both are the same way, sir. Both are similar. Everything is easy.
Everything is same, right? So you are telling things are same. Yes, guys, I am also telling things are same for almost all the services. Things are very similar. Yes. Only difference is UI. Front-end UI is a little bit different. Okay.
Yes.
Names are also same here. You can see VMs and VM instance. Okay, here also the name is instance, EC2. Okay, the names are also same. You don't have to much worry. If you are aware about any of the cloud, you can easily work into the another cloud as well. Cool? Yes, no. And this is the big picture. What I want to say it for all the different services, which services is available in Google Cloud. You can see here, if I'm talking about the load balancer, everywhere the load balancer is available. If I'm talking about the Kubernetes, everywhere Kubernetes is available. Serverless, everywhere it is available. All the services are available in all the clouds. Okay, the difference is primarily a name. The difference is primarily a little bit into the UI. Rest every concept is same. Cool. If you want to compare any of the cloud provider that I know, AWS, what is the service in Azure? Yes, you can read the name, understand the name, just go through the UI and you are done. Everything is very same. Guys, that's it only I want to say about the cloud. Let's come here. Yes, we have discussed a little bit about the servers and data centers. We have discussed about the cloud. We have discussed about the virtualization and cloud computing introduction. Okay, agree? Yes, no, please.
Yeah.
Guys, everyone, please. You are not watching a recording. You are live, so you have to be a interactive mode. Okay.
Yes.
We have discussed about the public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud on a theory basis. Yes. Practical, we will do it. Okay. We are talking about the cloud, IAAS PAAS SaaS. Yes. I will give the real-time example also. When we will create a one-by-one services, it will be very helpful. We created a virtual machine come to the IAAS category. Okay. Keep remember this point. We will create a PaaS solution. We will create a SaaS solution also. Okay. In some couple of days, not now. We understood about the cloud computing. We have seen the cloud architecture or cloud services. We have seen the cloud deployment models as well. The big picture practical, which we have already did it. We have created the website with the help of Docker, with the help of cloud. Okay. And we have run the Windows 11 emulator as well with the help of Docker in the yesterday's session. Correct? I'm calling this part is completed, except last point. I will make it little bit green. Okay. I will make it little bit red, so that we will discuss in the another class. Okay, not now. All good?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. We would like to start our day 3. Okay, we are running a little bit late. No worries. It happens because I am a human being. Sometimes I explain a little bit more. Sometimes student asks a little bit more question. We don't have to worry. We have enough time. Okay, it's not like that we have to finish the day 3 in the day 3 only. No, I'm not a robot. I'm a human being. Things can be a little bit late as well. Okay, so in case of that, I can say that if it's 55, it can be 51, it can be 52, 53, 54 also. I don't think you also have a concern. Yes or no? You are also fine with that?
Yes, fine.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's not a recorded video. I cannot make the things on a very proper way. Okay, but things will be happen for sure. Cool. Guys, can we take a 2-minute break or 3-minute break and we will start our day 3?
Yeah.
Okay, you can fulfill your water bottle. You can whatever you want, you can do it. Okay, the break is of 3 minutes. Please be back in 3 minutes for sure. Yep. Guys, time is up. I'm here. What about you? Are you back?
Yeah.
Everyone? Yes, Hari is also
Yes,
here.
sir.
Saurabh. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Um, Guys, any question with this? Still any open question before we will start our day 3? All good? Digestible?
Yes.
Cool. Good. Okay. So, this is our day 3. Okay. Today we will talk about everything related to the DevOps. Okay. If you will see the day 3, DevOps introduction. In the yesterday class, I have introduced about the history of AWS. We have understand the AWS. Okay. Today we will understand the DevOps. Okay. Means I will give an introduction. Why DevOps? What DevOps? How DevOps? What is the use of DevOps? What is the benefit of using the DevOps? What after becoming a DevOps engineer, what will be your roles and responsibility? What you have to work? What is the problems we are facing? What is the solution? Everything we will discuss in the today's session. Clear with the agenda?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. When I'm talking about the DevOps, I'm giving a one punchline here. The punchline says the futuristic automation of software development. Can anyone explain me this line? What you understood with this line? The futuristic automation of software development. Yes, go ahead. Yes, Vamsi, go ahead. Complete your point.
Well, you can provision infrastructure automatically, kind of.
Only infrastructure?
Or development, yeah. I mean,
Okay. 10% answer is correct. Yes. Anyone else? Guys, it's a English. Just understand the English and explain. That's it. Yeah, Venkatesh, go ahead.
Is it replacement?
We can provide continuous integration and continuous development deployment.
I agree. Your answer is also 50% complete, not 100%. Let me tell you. Okay. When I'm talking about the futuristic, in the future, the automation, at this point, we are doing automation and testing to only this part. Automatically build only this part. Automatic release only this part. Automatic deployment only this part. Means we have a automation for small category, right? Every team has their own automation. That's it. Agree with my point? Testers has their small automation, only testing team is using it. Monitoring team, they have some automation, their only monitoring team is using it. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? At this point, this is happening.
Yes.
When I'm talking about the futuristic automation of the software development lifecycle, when I'm talking about the software development lifecycle means I'm talking about all these things. I'm not stuck in one place. I'm talking about everything. With the help of DevOps, all these things can be automated and it will run very smoothly. Okay. That's why I'm telling it's a futuristic automation of software development lifecycle. Okay. This line is clear. Let me go inside it. Okay. Still, guys, if you haven't joined our community, please join it. It will be helpful for us to provide any information to you. Cool. Now, if I will ask the question very simple, what is DevOps? Can anyone give me the simplest answer? What is DevOps? Simplest answer.
Combining development and operation process together.
Correct. There is a development team, there is an operation team, some members from the development team, some members from the operation team working together as a DevOps engineer. Simple. Okay, that is known as DevOps. The keyword DevOps has been developed with the two different name, the half part of the dev, the first three letter of dev, the first three letter of operations, and the new keyword came, that is a DevOps. Guys, whenever you are writing a DevOps in your resume or anywhere, D should be always capital, O should be always capital. If you are not writing D capital, O capital, it's not good. Okay. Follow the good practice, please. First tip. Okay. Now, if I'm coming again, what exactly the DevOps is? When developers, testers, and IT operation team, when these are the three primary teams available into your company: development team, QA team, testing team, and operation team. When developers, testers, and IT operation team work together to develop a software, Why they are working? They are working to develop some software, right? And keep their process of software development in sync. Whatever they are doing it, they have to be aware about QA people also. Whatever QA people are doing, development team also be aware, and everyone has to be aware what exactly is happening into that. Okay, that process has to be keep into the sync. Okay, means how much things are completed, how much things are pending, what has been completed. Otherwise, earlier what will happen, when developer take your time, 1 month they completed everything, they will give for the testing 2 days, 1 day the QA people do the testing, and suddenly they will give everything to the operation people and deploy it, and they deployed it and it all break. Right, the operation people will not get a time to understand what has been developed, what is the new feature, why they are developing, how they're developing. They are not aware about anything. Agree with my point? Yes or no? Because no one is giving any KPI,
Yes.
no one is giving any information to them. So this is a problem, right? If you all three are working together and one team is not at all aware about anything, and at then he only have to maintain everything, right? So this is the biggest problem. To keep this process smoothly into the sync, there is a new team has been created, means some member from the development, some member coming from the QA, some member from the operation team. They are working together, and that team is known as DevOps team. Clear? Yes, no?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. This is a small part if I'm talking about the software development lifecycle. When I'm talking in a bigger way, multiple teams involved in complete a software development lifecycle. When I'm talking about the multiple teams, there is a stage called analysis, where business analyst people will be available. They will take the requirement from the client, the BA team. They will take the requirement from the client. Everyone will sit together and they will design it, what to design, how to design, in which language has to be designed. All discussion happen into this place on the second phase. The third phase can implementation, means here actual developers will write the code. Okay, actual developers will write the code. As soon as the coding will get complete, testers will come, testing team will come into the picture. They will do the testing. After testing is completed, the code has to be ready for release to go into the another environment. Means earlier it is into the dev environment, now it has been came into the QA environment, all good into the QA environment, then it has to be moved into the production environment. After moving into the production environment, there is a operation team, there is a L1, L2, L3 support team, application team, application infrastructure team, what we can say, infrastructure support team, application support team. Multiple support team will maintain this whatever has been designed and developed by the developers. This process is known as software development life cycle. In the first phase, business analyst people, your product manager, project managers, client, everyone will evolve into the analysis phase. In the designing, yes, business analysts, developers, they are also involved into that. Even QA people also involved into that, or other teams also added into this place. When we will talk about, we are starting the things from the scratch. Yes, other teams also get, every team is getting involved into this place. Then they will distribute the work. That developers, you have to write the code. Let's take an example. You have to write the code in Python language. So they will start writing the code into the Python language. Then as soon as the code will get complete, QA people will come into the picture. They will test it, all good or not good. They will write the test cases, all good, they will pass it. If it's failure, it will again go to the development team. They will come back again into the QA, all good, then it will move into the another environment. And then this thing has to be maintained by the monitoring team, support team, L1, L3 team, all good. Guys, understood the software development life cycle?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, we
Everyone, any question? Jay, Nandini, Prithvi, Saurabh, Tanushri, Vamsi, Vinay, any question, please feel free to ask.
No, clear, Vikas.
Cool. Okay, chalo, let's discuss this theory part. Multiple teams involved in software development lifecycle. I agree. Major teams are development team, testers, and IT operation teams. Agree. In between this team, there are lots of issues. Okay. For some reason, they fight with each other. They are not talking with each other. They are sitting into the different floors, they are sitting into different cities, they are sitting into the different countries as well. Okay, so there are lots of issues are happen, miscommunication happen, and to fix that problem, there is a new team, a DevOps team will be involved into that, who will fix all the problems related to the development, testing, and operation. So new team has been developed that is known as DevOps team. Means we are the person who will involve in everything, and we will do all the activities fixing their problems. That has to be done with the help of DevOps team. Cool. I will explain, no worries. Our DevOps engineer will involve in development, QA testing, development, deployment, IT operation, everywhere. The reason is why we are involving in everywhere, because we want to move this flow smoothly. Okay, smoothly. It will not get stuck, because what happened, sometimes developer write the code, it is not at all moving, QA people are not agreeing it, QA, it's not getting released. Okay, they are waiting for the weekend, and it takes lot of time in everywhere. With the help of DevOps team, that it will run smoothly. That is the intention of DevOps team. When I'm talking about DevOps team, they are involved in all this activity. So if you have a prior experience for all these things, you can become a DevOps engineer. Agree? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes, it looks like.
yeah.
Right? Because see, if you are involving in all this activity, you have any prior knowledge to the development, it will be good. You can come into this place. If you have a prior knowledge for the QA, yes, you can come here. If you're an operation engineer, you know little bit about technical things, anything, you can come into this place. If you don't know anything, learn everything and come into this place, whatever you want. If you are feeling that you can learn the operation, yes, you will be operation member. I will teach all these things and you will be a DevOps engineer. Yes. Anyone here who want to defend that, sir, I cannot become a DevOps engineer? I'm ready to give the answer. No? All good?
Yes, Bikash.
Cool. Yeah. Okay. Chalo. When I'm talking about the developers, developer write the code. Okay. Operation people, they will write the code, and suddenly they will give it to the operation team. Please do the deployment. Operation team was not aware what code has been written, how to fix it, if any issue happen, whatever the steps operation development has people has written it, they have executed it, and it get breaked. Now guys, give me the answer. If the code has been breaked or issue happened, whose responsibility, who will fix it?
Developer.
Developer. But developer will say, this is not my part, deployment is your activity, I have another work which I have to fix it, or which I have to write the code. This is not my work. So developer will not fix it.
Then I will show the log.
Then operation people will show the logs again to the developer. Developer has to fix it, right? And development people will say that, no, this is not my work. My work is writing a code, developing a new feature is my work. I will not do this part. And they start fighting on this. They will say, we are not aware about this thing. Developer say, this is not my work. Operation people say, this is your code, you have to fix it. Yes or no?
Yes, Bikash.
And it's a very common problem. Okay, but developer is telling his code is very good, it is up and running into the development environment, it is very good up and running into the QA environment. Why it's not running into the operation environment? What can be the possible reason? Guys, give me the answer. What can be the possible reason why it is not working into the operation, not running into the production environment? Why?
Due to some version issue.
Correct. Version mismatch means environment itself is different. Operation people has make some different environment. Developer has upgraded something into the different environment version, and they have written the version. Let us assume they written the code for the version 1 and they are still into the version 0. There may be a possibility. So this code will not work. So what is the problem now? It's an environmental problem. Who will fix that environment problem? The DevOps team will fix the environment problem. Whatever the because the environment, we will create it and give it to all the people. We will create an environment, we will give to the development people. Your code should work into this environment. Okay. If it's worked, it will work into all the environment. Yes or no?
Yes.
right? That can be fixed with the help of tool Docker. Okay, I will prove that. I cannot prove at this point, but I will prove in some couple of days. With the help of Docker, everything can be into the same version. Okay, and that fight or that wall of confusion has been removed because DevOps team came into the picture. They fixed the environment related issues and everything in an automated way. So this deployment, no need to do by the operation team. We have a tool. The tool will do the deployment automatically. Okay, and it will start monitoring that part as well. So the deployment part has to be taken care by the DevOps team with the help of tool, and we will do that part. Cool. Yes, no.
Yeah.
Cool. When I'm talking about the wall of confusion, why the problem happen, why the developer is not working into the operation team, why the operation people are not working as a developer, there is a reason. Because when I'm talking about the development team, they have to involve into the planning, they have to involve into the coding, they have to involve into the building, testing. In the development part, they have this primarily work. They have to always deliver a new feature. They have to always write a new code. They have to be very oriented. They have to be very innovative in writing the code. The code has to be very good quality, quantity. Okay, this is the work of development team, and they are very good into this. They have their own responsibility to write, to make these things, and this part will come into the development activity. When I'm talking in another side, operation team, they are very good in doing the releases, deployment, operations, and monitor the environment. They are operation teams are very responsible that application, whatever is running, has to be always up and running. If any issue happen, they have to report the things very quickly and get the things fast, get the thing fixed, is the operation team responsibility, right? They are giving the guarantee that your application, our application will be always up and running. They are very service oriented because they have to provide the service to maintain, to make the infra up or maintain the infra properly. Okay, they are working into the rotational shift as well. The reason is, if application is running 24/7, operation team has to rotate and has to be available 24/7 as well. So have you understood that development has their own responsibility, operation team has their own responsibility? Developer will not work into the operation people will not work into the development shift. Agree? Yes or no? So these are the two separate entities. Yes, that's why the wall of confusion is always there. Cool?
Yes.
Another people, give me the answer. Vikas,
Yes.
Geeta, James, Mahendra, all good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Okay, yeah. Now we are coming, I'm introducing a new term, DevOps. Let's understand that part. DevOps is a solution for development and operation related issues and problem. Yes. Mute yourself, please. DevOps will help into the communication, collaboration, and integration. This is also a primarily job role for the DevOps engineer. The intention of DevOps is to make the cycle, to make this software development life cycle, this cycle into a shorter, or it should run fast. That is the main intention of DevOps engineer. Okay, because we are doing everything with the help of automation, we are doing everything with the help of tool. So we are expecting, or people will expect, your management will expect that if DevOps team is there, things will run faster. That is the exact work of the DevOps engineer. DevOps is a streamlined solution for all the IT activities involved into the development and operations. When I'm talking about streamlined solution, DevOps engineer has the solution. He will give the same solution to the dev team. He will give the same solution to the QA team as per the requirement. So that whatever the solution is reaching, the same has to be reached into the dev, same has to be reached into the production environment as well. Why? Let's assume the Java has been upgraded into the dev environment, Java version, and the code has been written based on the updated Java version. Let's assume the Java version 17 is the latest. The code has been converted to the version 17. If the version is different, in Java version is different into the production environment, the code will definitely get failed. So it's a DevOps responsibility. If the Java 17 is running into the dev environment, Java 17 has to be get upgraded into the production or QA environment as well. So that all the environment will be same code has to be run into the dev, same code has to be moved into the QA, and same code has to be moved into the production, and everywhere the code has to be run. Agree? This is the one example. So we are providing the streamlined solution for all the development as well as operation team. Cool? Yes, no?
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Means DevOps engineers are involving in all these things. I will teach. Okay, no worries. Let's see why the DevOps is required. I'm talking a lot about DevOps, why the DevOps and DevOps tools are required. The reason is management and tracking of the code is difficult. Let me open a Paint. I need 3 members. Okay, chalo, I will give a requirement. Okay, let's take it, understand from the level 0. Yes, you are able to see the small clock in my screen. The time is 9:12 at this point. Yes or no?
Yes.
I'm taking this clock. Okay, I'm copying this. I'm opening my Paint, and I'm the client at this point. Okay, and I told it I want to develop this clock. I want this type of clock. Now you are my custom, you are the development team, you are the QA people. Okay, please help me out how to develop this type of clock. Any business analyst person is here? Non-technical person, chalo, non-business analyst. Any non-technical person is here? Can you think it that what to do here, how we can design this type of clock? You understood the requirement? There is a requirement. Chalo, I will make it simple, man. Control X, Control Z, Control V. Okay. I want to develop this type of clock. It's very simple. Guys, what is your first step? What you will think it? How we can develop this type of clock? Go ahead.
Well, we need to come up with which technology we need to implement.
Correct. Means you are into the designing phase. You are thinking that which technology we will choose it. Yes, correct. Yes. Now I need an answer. Which technology you will choose? Just think it. Not from you guys. Everyone, give me the answer. Which technology you will choose?
Yes, we can implement this using Java.NET. If with any programming code, we can implement.
Yes, we can use any. Right?
So we can choose whichever is feasible.
It can be Python, it can be .NET, it can be anything, right?
Yeah.
We can choose it. Yes. But whatever we will choose it, it has to be get completed. One thing, our developers should know that language.
Yes.
Right? This is the primary requirement. Let's assume you have the Java developers. So you will only think that, yes, I can complete this in the Java language. Right? But guys, can anyone give me the answer, which is the best language to achieve this type of, to fulfill this type of requirement? What is the best language?
Using HTML also we can implement.
No, man. Logic
Python,
right. Someone tell the Python. Why Python? Explain it.
Less number of code we need to write because it's having a already predefined function. We're just importing this function, so the code size is going to be less.
Very good. Very good. Okay, so let's discuss some more point related to that. Okay, in the Python there is a binaries or library. What he is telling, he's talking about library. Okay, lib. Python has a ready-made library. We can use that library and we can develop this application. Chalo, I agree with your point. Okay, now you decided the language Python. Then you have 3 developers. Okay, I need some developers. Guys, everyone is a developer at this point. Okay, you all are a developer. Think as a developer. I need a 3 developer to develop 3 features. The first feature is hour feature. Second feature is a minute feature. Third feature is a AM feature. I am dividing this requirement into a 3 part. Okay, because I have to get the work done with all the 3 members. Guys, I need a 3-person name, please. 3-person name. Anyone? I need a 3 names, please. Come on.
A, B, C.
No, Hari, Hari, Second is, I need a real name.
Geeta.
Geeta, Geeta. Okay, Geeta, how much is your experience? You are a developer at this point. How much is your experience?
3.
3 years. Okay, cool. Anyone else? I need one more.
Ravindra.
Ravindra, R-A-V-I. Okay, Ravindra. Ravindra, how much is your experience?
Yeah, 8 years.
8 years. Okay, cool. And Hari, what about you?
3.
3 years. Can I make it 3 months, please? I need some junior person.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm taking, at this point, I have a team. I have 3 members, Hari, Geeta, and Ravi. Okay, they are working in the same team. They have a different varieties of experience. And they get a requirement that Ravi has to work into the AMPM feature. Geeta has to work into the minutes concept. Okay, minute feature. Hari has to work into the hour feature. When they will write, all the 3% will write their code. They will combine it. Then it will become a clock. Agree? Yes or no, everyone?
Yes.
Right? So what Hari is writing the code, Hari has a 3 month of experience. Hari is a very fresher. He is taking, when Hari will do this activity, Hari will take at least 3 days. Yes or no? Because Hari is a very fresher in my team. So Hari will take little bit more time. When I'm comparing with Ravi, Ravi has 8 years. He can achieve the thing in next 3 hours only.
Yeah, hardly 1.5 hours to 2 hours.
Correct. So I'm giving a 3 hours for the Ravi. Okay. So Ravi can achieve this feature in 3 hours. Geeta is a 3-year middle person. So at least she need a 2-day or 1-day time to achieve this. Yes or no? All clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All 3 persons are writing the code. Ravi has written the code in 3 hours, and whatever he written some code. All good. He written the code. Okay. Chalo, let me write a proper code. Okay, Hari is a 3-year experience. He is developing a feature of AM. What exactly, guys, can anyone help me out? What he has to do it means how the feature will work into this. We are just thinking, I'm not teaching the coding. I'm just giving a feeling how the developers work, because in the DevOps, 50% development part is also there. You don't have to write the code, but if you will understand, it will be very good. So I'm teaching everything to you. Okay. Today's class is a completely theory class. No worries. Yes, chalo. Give me the answer, please. Hari is working into the hour feature. Hour will run from 1 to 12. Okay. From 1 to 12, whenever minute will be plus, minute will reach to 59, it will give a +1 to Hari. Okay, and it will become it will get value will get changed. This is the logic has to be written into the Hari and Geeta code. Correct? Geeta code has to be written like it has to be run from 1 to 59, means the clock, the symbol has to be run every second from 159. If it's reached to 60, it has to be give the plus symbol 1 to hours time, so that hour will get upgraded. Agree? Geeta, this is your code. Means
Yes.
in the Java language, in the Python language, your code logic will be like this. And the Ravi's code is like whenever it will reach to 12 hours, change the value from AM to PM, of after 12 hours from PM to AM. This logic has to be written by the Ravi. Okay. They all are very good. Ravi has written this feature in next 3 hours. Okay. And after 3 hours, Ravi is enjoying the things till 3 days, because Ravi don't have any work, right? He is waiting that Hari will complete the thing, Geeta will complete the thing, and Ravi will enjoy the time. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes,
Right?
most probably.
Yes, obviously, yes. So are we utilizing the Ravi? If I'm giving a 20 lakh package to Ravi, we are utilizing Ravi properly. We are in Hari has a 3 lakh package. Okay. 3 LPA. And if Ravi is enjoying a Hari level work, okay, and he is enjoying the rest of the time, means 3 years, there is no difference. There is a big difference in the package, but we are not utilizing Ravi in a proper way. This is the biggest problem, or not? It's not a problem. It's a problem, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the solution is, as soon as Ravi complete the work, okay, Ravi, your work is done, push your code into the centralized location. Okay, the centralized location means there is a place, one second. Okay, as soon as Hari work has been done, has to be pushed into the centralized location. Hari, your work has been done. Okay, push into the centralized location and pick the new work. As soon as Geeta work will be completed in the one day, Geeta will also push the code into the centralized location and Geeta will pick the another work. As soon as Hari work is completed after the 3 days, Hari will also push the code and then all three will involve and he will make a build. Okay. In between, Ravi is working into the another requirement because he pushed the code is available into the centralized location. This centralized location is known as GitHub. The benefit of using this centralized location is they don't have to dependent on each other. Okay, everyone will work independently. It doesn't matter Ravi is sitting into the US or Hari is sitting into the Singapore. Doesn't matter at all. Every code will come into the centralized location. Okay, and anyone can build it. It's not a dependent that all three has to come and combine the code. Hari and Geeta can also combine the code. Or let us assume Hari is on leave after 3 days. So Geeta and Ravi can also combine it. Or even Ravi itself can combine all the code and generate a application or generate a clock. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Right? Because let us assume Ravi completed the work and he went for a 1 week leave. So it's not like that his code is not available. His code is available into the centralized location. Geeta and Hari can pick up anytime and can make a build and can make a clock. So the dependency of the developer is removed. Okay, we are utilizing the real power and we will get to know that yes, he completed in the 3 hours. So he pushed the code into the some centralized location and he is working into the another requirement. And whatever he is writing, his code management will be very easy. Okay, I will show the GitHub account. Okay, I will show GitHub, how the GitHub will look like. Okay, this is the GitHub tool. Okay, if we'll take an example, GitHub Linux. Okay, Linux GitHub. Okay, GitHub Linux repo. This is the place. This is the UI for the GitHub where the code management will happen. This is the repo for the Linux operating system. The Linux operating system is open source, freely available into the market. So the code of Linux itself is available into this place. This code has been written by the 13,000 different developers in a different way. This is a GitHub. Okay, in this place, the transparency will be there. You can pick any of the developer, what code at what time has been written. We can verify it. This is a TY developer. Okay, it has been writing the code from the 2004 onwards and continuously he is writing it. Every day, whatever he is writing it, we can find out. Let's see. Okay, can you choose any of the developer guys from here? Giru, Bonnie, any of the developer, please. So that we will do some experiment on that developer. Anyone, please. Please choose the name.
TY.
Which one? TY?
Yeah.
First one.
Okay, chalo, first one. He did 7255 commits, means 7255 times he did the changes into this code. Chalo, I'm opening that. Okay, I'm clicking on that. On the 17th Feb, what he did the changes. Okay, he did the changes into this file. What changes he did? He has added this 4 lines because plus is coming. He has this 4 lines addition and he removed this 4 lines. This is the changes he did into the code. So it's a very easy for the tracking that Divai has what time, what he did on what day and how much time it took it to perform the activity. Okay, this thing has been done on the last week by Divai. Let's come again. Okay, and this is I'm talking about 17th Feb. On 7th Feb, what he did, we can also check it into this place that what he did. He removed this 1 line and he removed whatever is into the red color. He removed this, whatever in the green color, he added that part. This is the developer. He did that changes into the code. He did lots of changes into this last week. So all the changes has been dragged into this place. This is the work of GitHub. Code management will be very transparent. Okay, with the help of GitHub. It's an open source, freely available tool available into the DevOps category for the code management. Okay. Very first tool for the developers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Good. Okay. I'm going to the another tool. Let's assume multiple developers are there. Okay, let's assume multiple developers are at this point. I took an example of 3. Okay, but let's take an example of the 10 developers are there. Okay, every day they're writing the code, they are making the build, they are managing the builds. Okay, every day. At this point, I took an example. 3 developers are there. In place of 3, 10 developers are there. Every day they are writing the code. Every day they are writing the code, and they are planning to make a build. Whenever anyone push the code, the build has to be get created. Okay. So in a day, in a single day, multiple times builds are happening. And who will make a build? In the previous time, your manager, your lead has to make a build, and they are making the build once in a day or once in a week kind of thing. Okay. The other developer has to wait it. Okay. So the build process is getting slow. But nowadays, the build is happening automatically with the help of tool Jenkins. There is another tool came into the market, that is a automatic build management tool, Jenkins. Okay, with the help of that, this building of the code is happening automatically. We don't have to worry much, guys. I will give you all the commands. I will teach you everything. There is a Jenkins tool. With the help of this tool, the building can be happen automatically. As soon as developer push the code, the build will be ready. Earlier, what was happen? The developer push the code. They are sitting. They are waiting for their lead to make a build, or they were waiting for everyone to make a build. But nowadays, you don't have to be dependent. Everyone, if 10 developers are there, as soon as developer push the code into the GitHub, the build will run automatically because there is a one tool, Jenkins. He will make it for you. Is that okay? The second tool.
Okay.
Everyone, Vishwajit, Manikaran,
So
Advait,
can we
Arun.
try this
Yes.
platform by making account on that?
Yes, we can practical. You don't have to worry. Okay. But at this point, background noise from your side. Okay. At this point, we are discussing theoretically for the DevOps. Okay. I will implement everything and I will teach it because we have a separate 2-3 days class for the Git, 5 classes for the Jenkins, right? I will explain with the practicals. Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. There is another problem, QA people. Okay, this I was talking about the development only. Okay, now you all are a QA people at this point. Okay, and there is a website, flipkart.com. Okay, and how many developers, how many testers are here? Any testers? Please unmute. Saurabh, Nandini.
Yes.
Okay. I need your help, Saurabh and Nandini. This is my web application. You have to do the testing of this application. Can you please help me out how to do the testing? Teach everyone how you will do the testing of this flipkart.com website.
Actually, firstly, which thing means you need to test first for the login. So based on
The
the
requirements first, we will check the
I'm giving the requirement. You have to test that the products are there, logging is happening, everything is happening, product is getting delivered to the customer, payment is happening or not. All the things you have to test it. This is a Flipkart website.
Okay, we need to write the test cases.
Okay, right. Yes, please help me out how to do it.
They are having test case ID and precondition, post condition, steps, step
Okay.
response.
No, Saurabh, don't go that much deep. Be very simple. I will take your help. Okay, one day to explain everybody. But at this point, help me out how you will test it or what you will test it. You will test the login. You will test after login, product card is coming or not.
Yes, the UI interface we will check.
UI is working properly or not.
Yes.
Yes, Geeta. Continue. Nandini, continue.
Yeah. The alignments of the products is
correct.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely agree. What else?
And the spellings.
Is there any? Yeah, we will check as a positive and negative way as well. Like
correct. You will check the products, right?
Yeah.
You will check the card, it's getting added into the card or not.
Yes. Exactly.
Added in
Just
CART
getting
card.
added to
Right?
cart or
Then
not.
you will check the payment option is working or not, right?
Yes.
After payment, the delivery is happening or not properly.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right? At least you will do this testing. If I will tell you, you have to do the Flipkart website testing, right? And agree, yes or no? Everyone agree, yes or no?
Yes.
Minimum, right?
Yes.
And if I will tell you, you have to do this testing 5 times in a day. You will do for me, yes or no? Nandini, Saurabh?
Yes.
You will do, right? I'm your manager. This is the client requirement. You must
But
have.
if it is like if we have tested it, if there is no another functionality or any upgradation happen, why should we test it 5 times?
Yeah, mostly it is going to regression kind of.
I'm telling that it's a you are a continuous tester or continuous monitoring people, right?
Yes.
People will always do this thing that this is working or not.
Yeah, as a regression we will do.
Correct. As a regression, you will do it, right? So you are agree that I'm telling you will do the 5-time testing for me.
Yes.
Correct? If I will tell you, you have to do the 50 times testing every day for me.
Then automation script Selenium we need to use.
We have to take.
You will not do manually. Okay, you will do with the help of Selenium.
Automation.
Right? You will think about the automation so that you will get the output. And if I will tell Saurabh that Saurabh, you have to do 50 times manually, there may be chances Saurabh will do 40 times and he will say, yes, sir, it's working 50 times. Yes or no?
Yes.
Right? But if I will tell this thing with the tool you have to do 50 times. So he will do definitely a 50 times testing for me. And he will give the proper report all the 50 times. But let's assume Saurabh cannot give me all the 50 times proper report, or he may copy the previous report and he will give it, sir, it is working. Yes or no?
Yes.
It's pretty obvious, right? If it's okay, it's okay. Chalo. If I will tell you 500 times, you will never do. You will leave the job itself. Right? But if I will tell to the tool that you have to do 500 times testing in a day, yes, he will do that.
Yes.
That can be achieved with the help of tool that is known as Selenium. Agree?
Yes.
Manual testing work is very easy. If it's a repeated work, manual testing work can be very easy with the tool Selenium. Yes. Okay. And Selenium, we can integrate this Selenium tool into our actual Jenkins. Okay. Selenium will generate a set of code. We can integrate this code in our Jenkins, and this thing will happen automatically 50 times or 500 times in a day also. Okay. Cool. So I'm taking another example. Okay. Another example. You have a, guys, operation people. How many operation people are here? I need your help, Gautam. Yes. Okay. Now I'm talking with Gautam. Gautam, in the operation, if I'm giving a requirement that you have a 5 virtual machine, okay, and in the all 5 virtual machine, you have to run the you have to upgrade all the 5 virtual machine. You have to run the command apt get update in all the 5 machines. Okay, can you do it for me? Obviously you have to do it.
Yes, I can do it.
Okay, you will do it for me, right?
Yes.
And you have to do this upgrade over the weekend also. Obviously you have to.
Yes.
You are the operation people.
Yes.
Right? And you guys are doing it for us, right?
Yes, as well as we can do it every day post the checkout logout of the employee or that particular virtualization, or else,
this is your routine work. You have to do
yes,
it, right?
yes.
Cool. Guys, I'm not telling anything from my side. Okay, these are the real problems, real solutions I'm giving to you. Okay, and real things in your company, what you are doing it, we are discussing the same thing. You get a requirement, 5 VMs are there, and you have to upgrade that 5 VMs every day. Okay, and you are doing it. If it's a 50 VMs, Gautam, can you do it for me?
Yes, I can do it, but not with the manually. We will just directly trigger up with the resource group auto function.
Resource group auto function is another approach. Can you give any better approach? With the help of that, I can do this activity. Please don't.
We can do
time
it.
frame.
Yes.
Hari, can you complete your point? Yes, yes.
We can do with the help of Jenkins.
Jenkins. Jenkins is not a very good tool for this activity. Jenkins is not a very good tool for this activity. Jenkins can do, but it's not a best tool.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other person?
Ansible will work.
Yes, your answer is absolutely correct, Nandini. Ansible. Ansible is a tool who will do this type of activity. All the operation, okay, operation related activity can be done with the help of Ansible tool. Okay, if the problem is we have to perform the activity over the weekend, over the day, every times you have to create. Let's take a simple example. Okay, Gautam is a operation engineer, okay, or Linux admin people, okay, and Nandini joined the team. Okay, Nandini joined the team, and Gautam, you have to create a Nandini user in all the 500 machines, 500 VMs. How you will do it?
Like in a virtual machine, we'll directly go to we'll create up an identity access manager user.
Yes, you will open the virtual machine, you will run the command add user Nandini, and you will do it, right? For all the 500 machine.
Not for all the 500 machines, but there is an option where we can just do it once.
What is the option? Give me the answer straightforward. What is the option? Your script will not work, man. Whatever you are telling. Any other person? I don't want to give the pressure to Gautam only. Any other person, give me the answer. If your requirement is Nandini is a new user, he joined your team, and you have 500 server access because you are from the monitoring team. You have all the 500 server, and you have to provide the access to the Nandini for all the 500 machines.
Automation will come in this point, right?
Obviously, I will build automation, but first I need your answers.
Ansible using is not
Ansible, yes, I will use the Ansible, but I'm thinking that what you are thinking, what's in your company, what is the answer in your company?
500 virtual machine. Any automation processes must be used, but rest of the
like we can just go to the VM instances and then give a service account, and then
you will log into all the 500 VMs and run the service account or something like that.
No. Like we'll directly just log into the one resource group, and we'll just go to over there to that particular user and give the access to all those 500. Like just single click.
No. Gautam, in all the resource group, all the 500 users on all the 500 VMs, it will get implemented. You have to update the resource group in all the 500 machine again. Correct?
Yes.
So again, it's a 500 times activity. That is a very tough. This type of, this is a real type of issue. Okay. You can get with the help of Ansible tool. Okay. In the Ansible, write the 5 line of code, 4 line of code that you have to use. You have to add this user in all the 500 machine, give the IP of this 500 machine, and run this command. You are done that this user has been added in all the 500 machine. This is one example. Upgradation, Python installation, anything. Okay. Nandini left the company. You have to remove the Nandini user. Gautam, mute yourself, please. Nandini left the company. You have to remove the Nandini user. Yes. Delete user Nandini, and you can run this, and it will delete from all the machines as well. This type of automations we can do with the help of tool Ansible. Okay. Yes. No.
Yes.
Can we use Ansible for MySQL
everything, man, everything, all the operations activity, ACTIVITY, all the operation activities we can perform with the help of Ansible. It can be anything. Okay. We will discuss the Ansible in very deeply. Okay. Cool. I'm skipping Docker at this point, okay, because we are running a little bit out of time. We will discuss it in the Monday class. Okay. But guys, all these things means all these different problems. See what I told in the very first line for the DevOps. DevOps is a solution for development operation related issues. in the development, there is a code management is an issue. In the Jenkins, in the build and deploy things, testing is a manual things are there. This is also an issue. Okay, manual testing is very difficult. If they want to automate the things, they can generate a Selenium script. We can integrate the Selenium script in the Jenkins. That is a solution. So what I want to say here, I'm proving the very first line. DevOps is a solution for the development operation related issues and problems. There are lots of manual things, operation related things or development related things, which we DevOps engineer are fixing with the help of tools. Are you agree my point?
Yes, Vikas.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and in the next class, guys, we will continue this, okay, because we have only discussed the very first point. I will prove all this point, okay, and I will tell you for which activity, okay, for which activity I'm coming here. I will show the flow, I will show the 6 process, and for which activity, for the planning, which tool has to be used. For the coding purpose, which is the best tool has to be used. Okay, for the building purpose, which tool has to be used. For the testing purpose, which tool has to be used. For the releasing purpose, which tool has to be used. For the deployment, which tool has to be used. For operation related activities, which tool has to be used. For monitor, which tool has to be used. And what we are going to learn, we will discuss into the next class. We will discuss the complete DevOps flow into the Monday session. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Vikas.
Cool. Because I have to respect that you have to go to office, right? I cannot beyond the 10 like that. Is that okay? Guys, how was the today's class?
Interesting.
Understood? You are
Yeah.
getting the information related to the DevOps?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Any question from the today's class? Please feel free to ask.
I have one question because like
Right.
from last day actually regarding that web server.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Like Nginx is the web server we are using, right?
Correct.
So is it the only web server we like for the
No, not
is
the
it-
only web server. There are lots of web server. I choose the best, most popular web server.
okay, got it.
Apache is also there, Tomcat is also there, Jetty is also there. Lot of web servers are there. Okay, but they are little bit outdated. Okay, or whatever the company is using at this point, most of the companies are using. If you will see the Nginx, okay, just type Nginx. If you are not aware about anything, just type Nginx and press enter. We use Nginx as a web server. Okay, agree? Because we are developing the web application. It can be used as a reverse proxy, load balancer, mail proxy, HTTP, and so many other things which we can do it. This is a single software who can do lots of activities. That's why this is very popular. We will
Okay.
discuss deeply into this also. Okay, but not now, but yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. What else? Guys, feel free to
Because
ask.
one more question
Go ahead, Amrit.
on this only.
Yeah.
Actually, yesterday we have put the website on Docker.
No, we haven't put the website on the Docker. No.
No, means we have run Nginx on Docker.
Correct. Yes.
And then we have put a website there. But the thing is, if I want to attach the domain,
yes,
like I have seen in other when we are configuring server without Docker, so directly it is coming. Like if I am configuring Apache, then Apache test page will come.
Okay.
Okay. But in this case, how can I find?
See, we are not running the Apache homepage or Nginx homepage. I want to develop my application also here, right? I have connected my application also. Your requirement, you want to see the homepage only?
No.
What is your requirement? First tell me.
Requirement, I want to see the website.
We are already seeing the website, right? Yesterday we see, what is the example, which example I took? We see the website, right?
Yes.
Then what is your question?
My question is, like suppose if I want to attach the domain, how can I do with Docker?
Forget Docker, okay? You want to attach a domain, like this is your domain 10.2.3.3, and yesterday I told that you want to, Gautam, mute yourself please if you're not talking. And
I have domain already with us.
Okay, you have the domain already.
GoDaddy. Yes.
Yes. So go to the GoDaddy. There is a cPanel. Okay, in the cPanel there is a name is there.
The
Put
record
IP.
I need to add. Na?
Correct. Just add this record ID name IP here into your name, into your domain, and it's done. That's it.
But it's not coming. That's the problem.
Okay, you have a problem with Docker. Can you run it with only Apache or something like that if you are already aware about it?
Yeah, I will try.
That is working.
I haven't tried. I will try.
You have to try it. See, if you are blaming on the Docker, you have to try it with the simple thing first.
Yes.
First, tell me, it is ever worked, your configuration, this configuration ever worked for anything?
For one website, it's working, but it's not related to this one. But I will
not
check.
Related, no, nothing. It's if it's one website is working, you know the configuration. If you know the configuration, you just have to replace the IP address. That's it.
Okay.
Amrit, what we will do it next Friday. Okay. Next Friday, I will take your help. I will take your domain.
Okay.
Okay. I will bring the website and we will attach and we will share it to everyone. Is that okay?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, cool. Yes. In 1 week, you can try it. If it's not work, I know the things. Okay. I'm running my website on GoDaddy only.
Yes.
Okay. I will fix it. Cool. Okay, and we will show and we will teach it to everybody. Okay, let everyone has to be a little bit more mature. They have to understand the point. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because next week we will learn the Linux also, so that we will do one good practical. We will again create a website. Okay, and we will attach with your domain. Okay, and we will demonstrate to everyone. Cool. Yep. Good. Yeah. What else? Guys, any other question? Any question related to the today's class?
Can we move web server from Apache to NGX?
Yes, very easily we can do it.
Okay.
I will teach all these things, no worries. See my practical number when we will learn the AWS. Okay. In the AWS, the practical one, practical 2. Okay. Practical 2, create a EC2 instance, configure Apache and Nginx in the Linux machine. I will teach everything into this day.
Okay.
Where Apache will also come and Nginx will also come. Yes. But first I have to make a Linux base to you. Okay. If you don't know the Linux, it will be difficult. So first I have to teach the Linux to you, then only we will come. We will do all these things. That's why I choose the day Friday, because 5 days I need it for this. And on this workshop day, we will took the help from the Amrit GoDaddy account and we will combine with our AWS account or our GCP account. Cool. What else? If nothing, I'm stopping the recording.